Welcome back to the channel, guys. So today we are here at Gem Hill, just outside of Roseman, California. This is a very popular area for rock hounding. Usually every time that we come, there's at least a couple other cars here. It's been highly picked over, and some people get to work and start digging ditches, you know, trying to get down below the surface finds. And it's got a lot of interesting geology. We have rhyolite, basalt, and there has been, we have found jasper here of different colors. I've been told you can find some common opal. Um, it's a great little desert area. It's going to be hot today. It's only 85 right now, but it's probably going to be up around 100 or over. Um, so we're going to get started, see what we can find, and I'm going to take you guys along for the ride. So let's get going and let's find some rocks. Okay, so what do we have here? Let's start looking around. Okay, get this in the light for you guys. Looks like a piece of rhyolite. Kind of looking at that edge. Looks like it was a part of something before. It's a lighter colored, like a real light colored rhyolite, and that's more of a pinkish purple on the inside. I've seen a lot of that kind of stuff here, but there's definitely a lot of red jasper here. That's pretty nice. You can tell that was a part of some sort of seam, or maybe kind of like a thunder egg type of thing. I had a partial one that I found out here before that it was like you could tell it was like a half of a thunder egg, and it was just full of red jasper. I'll try to find that when I get home later. Take a closer look. Red jasper is really fun to tumble. There's some more red jasper. Nice. Probably take those. Look at all that. All these little holes where people have been scrapping away at the ground, trying to find the good stuff. Notice this a lot too. This I think that's chlorite. Usually with rhyolite and more so basalt, but you'll find chlorite mixed into it. That little, if you guys can see that, it's hard, it's bright out here. It's like a little green seam right there. It's kind of cool. Definitely a lot of green material around here. Hopefully I can find some green jasper. Like here's a little, it's not very big. It's like a little piece of carnelian. Yep, there's another piece. Let me show you. Definitely some agate material out here. Kind of cool. Look at that. That, trying to get it to focus. That green in there, like a green green jasper, a green chert. Also a lot of this stuff around there. So I'm going to go back to the car, get my gloves and my bucket, and do a little more looking around here. Okay, bucket is in hand. Got my spray bottle. So let's start doing some searching again here. I believe that is a jasper. Oh, look at that. This little sliver of it of carnelian. Oh. More red jasper. Like some quartz. Oh, that's interesting. That's definitely some basalt inside there. Good chunk of red jasper. Cut that up and tumble it. Tumbling's kind of fun. We've been enjoying that. It's amazing sometimes what the tumbling, what it reveals. That's a nice chunk of red jasper. Now this is kind of cool looking. It's banded, so it doesn't have that waxy look that jasper gets. Man, that's cool. Look at all the different bands in it. On the way back to the car, we're going to explore some other areas around the mountain. Yeah, I got bit by an ant. Found this. Just wanted to check it out real quick. just because of the texture. It may just be, yeah, I think that's just rock, not jasper. Ah, yeah, I definitely got bit. Okay guys, we made it to the top of the hill. Bit of a bumpy ride, but and there is all kinds of goodness up here. Just a big basalt flow. So we're gonna have some good stuff to look at. There's a lot of green material up here. If you guys can see that. It's so bright I can't see the screen. But look at all the green. So lots of this green jasper material. I'm trying to collect some of it. A lot of it's very fractured. This is stuff that's been weathered and stuff people have been digging up. I tried digging up some of it on my own. It's not easy. So right now I'm getting a little tired. I'm just trying to find some surface finds that I think I can tumble. So I'm going to continue doing that. Just wanted you guys to be able to take a look. That's like I don't know. I'm thinking that's chert, but I could be wrong. No, similar potato. But it's a very light, kind of more of like a grayish green color, but I don't know. But there are some good chunky specimens up here that I think that, even though some of them are a little fractured and whatnot like that, I think they're going to tumble well. I definitely don't suggest the drive coming up this hill. We came from around there and then up this road. It was, I mean, the Subaru did fine, but it's definitely not something you want to do in a car. Might be better to park somewhere down there and then walk your way up. Okay. I haven't done any scraping or digging, but look at that. Got definitely some agate stuff. Looks like this to me looks like kind of like a tough material with some chlorite, but then there's some carnelian going on here. So really neat looking stuff. You can tell people obviously been up here digging. See now, that has like a waxy look to it. I'm thinking this is like a green jasper or a green chert. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, that is cool. It's got some green, got some carnelian. That one's going home. You can see the stuff just laying on the ground here. You can see that. Okay, it looks like we got something with a little bit of agate goodness. Oh yeah, look at that. Nice. Going home. Oh. So, found this, I was telling you guys there's a lot of green stuff up here. Now, I know a lot of the area we're in right this second has a lot of basalt, but trying to figure out, because not sure what this is. It doesn't look waxy enough to be to be jasper. This one out. That's a cool specimen right there. Because you can see there's pieces of jasper in there. It's like in a, don't know, not exactly sure, but man, that is cool looking. It's like there may be some green jasper, some red jasper, and it's kind of all, see that white? I don't know if you can see that because I can't see the screen, that white. Wonder if that is like white common opal. I'm not sure. But wow, what a cool rock. So this, guys, was just laying on the ground. Isn't that beautiful? It's got some reds and some green going on. Let me get it. Let me wet it. Check that out. That is pretty cool. That one's coming home. Check out that seam. Just a little side trip, supposedly over in this area. We got our air support again, by the way. I don't know if you can see that or not. I can't see it on the screen. Somewhere up there, got air support. There was supposed to be a uranium prospect over here when I was looking at mining maps. And we keep seeing this, we keep driving by it, like, oh, we gotta stop there, but we're usually done rock hounding for the day or got other stuff to do, so I thought I would check it out. So if on the next video you guys see me glowing, you'll know why. Oh. Not very big, but at least you can stand up in it going into it. I don't know anything about the different, I mean, I've seen them in books about what uranium ore may or may not look like, so if you guys do and want to comment, I see some red stuff. I don't know what that is, if it's, I know cinnabar can have some red coloring to it. There's supposed to be some cinnabar prospects over this way too. Not sure. This is, wow, that's real flat. Is that a, what do they call that? So we're like slick and slides, or where there's little faults, like you can see, like, find my finger. It's like this crack, like two different rocks. That may be what that is. I don't know for sure. Like I said, new, so I wish I had a geologist buddy, like somebody who was a geologist that I could take rock hounding with me and make it a lot easier, but I don't have one of those. But I thought we would come check this out while we were in the area. You just never know. There's some local tribal art coming up here from the local people in Roseman. Probably dates back to, you know, at least the early 2000s. Here's another little prospect over here I wanted to check out. I got to look on the geology map I had before, kind of what's in this area. Some of you may know just by looking. Oh, there's some more local tribal art in here too. Aren't we lucky to be able to see these amazing works of art? Oh wow, this really goes back in here. See that hole back in there? Hey, Sarisa! Come here! That's cool, that keeps on going back, so we gotta check that out. Let me go, I gotta go get the wife, hold on. That was interesting. Didn't know this went so far back in there. Yeah, I don't know where she went. It's over there by the car. Got headlamps for, my wife got headlamps for her birthday from her stepmom and her dad. Unfortunately, we didn't bring them. Oh, this is kind of cool. Oh, it looks like it goes all the way through to the other. Oh, sorry for the old man noises. It goes all the way through. Nice. Very cool. He's got all kinds of holes in it, and it's like Swiss cheese. Hole going that way. That one's dark. Wow. Okay, we're coming back here with headlamps. Wow. Very cool. Let me see. I don't know if this will let. Oh, that's me. Hello. I was trying to. Oh, that says, is that flash or? Oh, there we go. Lighting. Cool. You can tell I haven't spent a lot of time doing different things with the camera. It goes back there. I don't know. I don't know what kind of rock that is. Cool though. This is awesome. I didn't know this was here. It's amazing what you have. Every time we come out exploring in an area we've already explored, we end up finding things we had no idea that were here. Oh, gotta crawl low. Oh, woo. Very, very cool. Okay, back in the safety of the Subi. Got the air conditioning going again. We are definitely coming back here with the headlamp so we can go through all the little tunnels and offshoots that we saw. That was really interesting. So we're gonna be back for a little tour of that when we get a chance. Okay guys, we're back in the rock lab. So the trip to Jim Hill and surrounding area, just wanted to show you here with a little better video image some of the rocks that we got. It was a really good trip. We got to go through a mining prospect and see some of the surrounding area. Ended up losing a tire over it, and with Subarus you can't just replace one tire. The all four tires, the tread wear height has to be the same because of the way the all-time all-wheel drive works. But so it was a little bit of an expensive trip for us. I think it was that bumpy road that I was going up and down. Something was just too much for one of those tires. But wanted to show you a lot of the stuff we found there was just jasper, some chalcedony, carnelian to be specific, but really great. This is the red jasper, found a big chunk of it. So that'd be nice to cut up and to tumble. Really happy with that. Here is a really great piece of green jasper. And that whole area, once you hit a pocket that has a bit of this material, you find quite a bit of it. Now, a lot of the surface picking has made the easy finds, not so easy anymore. You kind of have to get out your rock hammer, and sometimes you have to work for it a little bit. There is surface stuff up there still, but
That's why I went to the top of the hill. Not as many people go up there, so it was a little better up there. And that's another great piece of green jasper. Another piece. These are just some of the more intact, larger specimens that I got, but it was really neat to find instead of finding just little pieces of it. This one I found really interesting because of that seam. Has a couple seams in there, and it's kind of like, it's hard to see in this light, but that darker seam is almost kind of like a carnelian when you get it in the sun. And then there's kind of a really light, like white or very pale green layer beneath it, and then you can see it again on this side. I thought that was beautiful, so that's why I picked that up as a specimen. Whoops. That is some chalcedony or chalcedony, however you want to say it, but it's carnelian. It's got that kind of like root beerish, slightly root beerish color. A little bit of kind of a yellow, but then you see it's kind of darker over on this edge. We did see some small pieces of that. This is the piece I thought was really cool because it's got different colors. It's got some of the darker jasper, the green, and then it's kind of hard to see in this light, but it had some stuff that was kind of white or had like a light yellow tint. There's some of that kind of agate carnelian in there. So I just thought this was and this was a surface find. Somebody left this behind, just laying on the ground, but I thought it was really interesting. This one was kind of cool. You got that white material, and then over in here, it's kind of like that carnelian, but it's a lot of stuff going on in this one. Now this one we had found out at Jim Hill, but it was quite some time before. And this one was really cool because it's like this, almost like it was a half of a thunder egg, but inside of it, it was filled with red jasper. So that's red jasper in the center, but it's got this crust of rhyolite all over it. I thought that was really cool. So I wanted to show that to you guys. That was like one of our first trips to Jim Hill. But when I was thinking about it, I'm like, oh yeah, I got that sitting around here. So I wanted to see that. And this right here is a piece of tumbled, more of like a darker red jasper. And this we had thrown into a barrel of red jasper just for filler after we had already started the process. This was later on and still even polished up. Trying to get that to focus. We got pretty shiny. There we go. So it gives you kind of an idea of what jasper can do. And this isn't a fine specimen. There's still some, a little bit of roughness to it. But we got other stuff that we're polishing right now that's green jasper, taking it through all the stages. And so that's going to be really neat to see when it's done. But that just goes to show you, Jim Hill still has some good stuff. Some of it you got to work a little harder for. Again, I don't recommend that road that I went up to get to that big outcropping of basalt. I would walk it. It was pretty rough on the tires. But anyways, until next time, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit that like and subscribe. Thank you. Until then.